Another big crowd filing in for Saturday night baseball here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Both Sox aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Bradley is there, and he has it for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Just 3 for 14. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Josh Reddick goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball. Justin Verlander is all the way back.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And it's fouled away. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Left fielder. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Sander Bogarts do his thing. He comes in leading the American League in stolen bases, so that's getting on base and making things happen, and that's using his wheels. And everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. His line against Justin Verlander, just a 1 for 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Benintendi is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Verlander is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Hit out towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. Here's George Springer. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
The center fielder, number 4.
First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Betts waits on it. 1 down.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively.
Number 2.
And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
So coming to the plate, Alex Bregman, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And the former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Into the box, Robinson Chirinos. No balls and 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here's the 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Betts coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. The average
Leading
just
off
a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top.
Bellinger. This is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turnaround.
The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Eloy Jimenez, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Outside for a ball. 1-1.
Playing 11.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this offense is going to have to change their mindset. If they're going to get swing and misses on that slider, you know he's going to go to that well. They are going to have to be willing to take the ball the other way and stay back on that heater, or they are not going to recognize that pitch.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Behind 0-2 now. Verlander into his motion. Here it is on 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun."
Designated hitter.
Matt, back to you.
Tyler.
Thank you, Heidi.
White.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty
Now
right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Michael Brantley.
Striding into the box, Michael Brantley, 0 for 1 here in the early going. A check on first by Sale, and he's back in standing. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. White aboard here at first with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Now
at the plate,
right
Josh
fielder.
Reddick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Reddick, a native of Georgia. He was a 17th round pick during the first year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job
Now
right there. That's the
second base.
4th time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Third inning, no score to this point. And that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So coming to the plate,
Leading
Bo
off
Bichette.
for the
He starts
Red
off
Sox,
the inning against a guy
the
who
second
struck out the
baseman,
side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. So striding forward now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. His line against Justin Verlander, just a 1 for 9. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bradley is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Verlander gets the sign and delivers. A ball and no strikes. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Back goes Springer, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benintendi in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see 2 starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Strike taken up in the zone. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Another full count pitch on its way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Gurriel is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gurriel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied 0-0.
And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. So one away here with the bases empty, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Popped him up. Bellinger has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tyler White.
Tyler White will bat next. First offering on its way. Fouled off. windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rare.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The first baseman.
Thank you, Heidi.
Cody
Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Left side, but well foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count, 2-2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit. And wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Now batting, number
now
74.
batting, Eloy Jimenez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Striding in for Houston, Michael Brantley. No hits to this point.
The left fielder, number 23.
Here comes the first pitch.
Brantley.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 out.
Up next for the Astros, the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Ready once again, Josh Reddick. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First offering on its way. Right there for strike 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Bradley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, the second
in now, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to left. Benintendi will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still no score. Digging in, Bo Bichette comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball
second
game.
Baseman.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
No strike.
Now the 2-0 home. Fouled away. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Popped him up. Chirinos is there. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie
Digging
Bradley
in for his second at-bat,
Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And it's fouled away. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels
The
off
catcher,
base.
number
And that's
13.
just what they did. Right there. Big strikeout. Keep that guy off the base path.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Count now a ball and a strike. So 1-1 to 1-2 now. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through. Next will be the plea. George Springer. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he takes a called strike 2.
Play 12. 1-2 the count.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bradley is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit your needs.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. This is line to left. Benintendi is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Astros go down 1, 2, 3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Red.
So the batting order turns over now.
Leading
and
off
set to go
for the
Xander
Red Sox.
Bogaerts. He's
The
0 for 2
shortstop,
with a strikeout in this one.
We're moving right along
Bogart.
into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. 1-1. Takes a pass. And misses. That strike 2.
1-2.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Now
for me, check swings are
left
right
fielder.
there next to bang bang plays at first.
That's
the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Verlander sets his sights. Here it is on 0-2. Now that's popped up. Gurriel in foul ground, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On a line, that's a base hit.
Now batting.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in to bat next, it'll be Tyler White. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gurriel on at first, nobody out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. Gone! Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bichette ranging up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late. So a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Ryan Brazier takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Stepping up now, Jose Altuve hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 0-1 the count. There goes the runner. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
The center fielder, number 4.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, George Springer. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. Fly ball out to right field. Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Bellinger.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at 3rd. No swing. It's ball 1. Lifted the other way to left center. Springer on the run. Base hit. And the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings. But they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Row, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
No balls and a strike to count. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in the hot box between first and second. And they will tag him out between first and second. First pitch on its way from Verlander. breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the ninth. Ready for another shot now. Robinson Chirinos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they lead it 3-0. Next up for the Red Sox,
leading off
Bichette.
for the
His
Red
last
Sox.
at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Bichette.
0-1 the count. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle. There is Altuve. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Now Verlander will turn and go to first, and the runner will get back standing. On his way to pitch number 100. In there, now the throw. And he is in there. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Digging in now, Xander Bogaerts. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Fans, our final line score tonight.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Astros held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-0. The Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 3-2. Edwin Jackson got his second W of the season as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 2-1. The Tribe grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The A's racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-1. The Kansas City Royals put up 16 hits on the day as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-6. The Seattle Mariners picked up 14 hits in total as they pulverized the Twins 9-2. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. The Atlanta Braves hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-5. The New York Mets combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Washington Nationals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-5. The Colorado Rockies got 12 hits in this one as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 7-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 2-0. It was their 5th straight victory. The San Francisco Giants pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 10-6. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Welcome to Sunday afternoon baseball on MLB Network as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Steven Strasburg starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's not too hard
Leading
to figure out why this guy's
Houston,
one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Here it comes on 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, one out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, look out for Josh Reddick. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Stepping in as Josh Reddick comes into this one with just one hit in 9 tries for the series. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man. Particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot, no score. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Red Sox.
First delivery to him on the way.
Xander.
In there, 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Altuve has it, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Fouled off. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for route number 2.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's an impressive 5 for 8. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still no score. start of the second here in Boston. Let's check in with Heidi for a bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all three positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
So striding in, Carlos Correa. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
1-1.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's off the green monster. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 2 for. This is hit high and deep out to left. Benintendi ranging back, and it bangs off the monster. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Bregman, the runner at second with one away. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, runner in scoring position with 2 runs. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Robinson Chirinos would be next. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
You know he wants to end this.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Houston. Digging in, Cody Bellinger, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
The first baseman, Cody.
Now a hard liner.
Bellinger.
But this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. and they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Joey Gallo now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Gallo.
Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting
but hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box now, Michael Chavez. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Cole has his target. Here it is on 0-2. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches. And he
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now a drive by Chirinos, deep left field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Josh Reddick. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Misses. Ball 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 2-0 Houston. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Left field and deep. Brantley going back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Jackie.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Bichette leads off second with nobody out. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-0. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike one. Runner at third here, nobody out. Two and two.
2-2.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. Left side, but well foul. Count still full, 3-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Bare-handed pickup. Hey now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Full sets, first pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Outside of taking the ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks
now
to
back,
get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher. With a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, you're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble.
And he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. Now a move over to first, and he is tagged out here. Standing in, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-2 delivery. Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Here it comes, 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more is looked at off the plate for a ball. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Correa is sometimes called Show Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Benintendi comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, #2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1-2.
And it's 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking at his career totals, Benintendi hits a little over the 270 mark. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And the Sox are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
Talk about auspicious beginnings. That's the way to start an inning, folks. Drives it into the gap at right center. And you see when it rolls to the wall, he puts it into another gear and legs out a triple. There are a lot of ways to score from third with no outs.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit to short. Correa is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
In now, Cody Bellinger. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So bases are empty
the
here with
baseman,
2 gone. And up
Joey
to bat next, the left-handed
Gallo.
light tower power of Joey Gallo. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Astros, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
First pitch on its way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Now batting, catcher.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Chirinos playing here in his age 34 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So we got him swinging. Robinson Chirinos goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. This is pulled into right. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well. And after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at. So you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit. So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
2-2.
The set and the 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
For the Red Sox.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The designated hitter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Chavez.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now to the plate.
The batter, number 10.
He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. The bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cole gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. No balls and a strike to count. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. On to Lansdowne and gone. Here's George Springer.
Now
as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Digging in once again, Alex Bregman. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Now batting.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Aledmus Diaz. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, and Houston's taken a 3-2 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Perez will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
Perez.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Salvador Perez is retired leading off the bottom of the sixth.
Bogart.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Mookie.
Ready now, Mookie Betts. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Throw over to first, and now they've got him picked off. And try as he might, but he can't. Settling in now, Yuli Gurriel. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Robinson Chirinos will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Bradley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.